morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. How is everyone? Morning, Dari. Morning, Lulu. Congratulations on the first. You already told me to take a drink. I just got my coffee. I've only been awake for maybe an hour, so I'm awake-ish. Oh, how is everyone? How's everyone's Saturday going? It's cold again. Yeah, the stuffy. Yeah, my nose is a bit stuffy. But does anyone have any plans today? Did anyone go trick-or-treating or have trick-or-treaters come by? Little Miss did go. She went for a couple hours. She got a whole bucket of candy. So yeah, she did pretty good. She went with her friend, and she posted, I think it was on Instagram. Watch me. Well, thank you. I think she posted something about her feet hurting. Nope to both. Yeah, we didn't pass out any candy. We didn't do anything like that. We just watched The Nightmare Before Christmas. So, we didn't go out or anything like that, but my daughter did. I don't know about Patience. I know she was supposed to go out last night 'cause she was talking about going out to the bars or something. I don't know if she did. We'll see. She'll probably call me sometime today. I forgot to call my child back last night. I was so hungry after stream that I completely just forgot to call him back. So today I need to call him and check on him and see how he's doing, I guess. But yeah, I figured today we would stream for a couple hours or so, and then I'm gonna do some housework. I'm gonna do my bedding and just kind of relax. Okay, I have to turn this speaker because congratulations on a 3-watch streak. I don't know what those do. I really don't. I see them a lot, but I don't know like what they actually like do. So, all right. But yeah, I figured we would just have a nice, cozy, relaxing little stream. Work on this some more. See if I can make these fit properly. This song, I love this song. It's from a show called Love's Ambition, and it's on Viki. And it's just a really good show. I liked it a lot. I think it was like 30. Good morning, Sergeant Sunshine. How are you? I thought it was a really good show. It was super cute. They get you more channel points if you keep them going. Other than that, it's just to show the streamer that you enjoy their content and you keep coming back. I guess if it gets big enough, it can also be bragging rights. I mean, yeah, it's a fun little thing to track how many times you spend at least 5 minutes in a stream. 5 minutes is, wow, doing good. Just started my second cup of coffee. I am on my first. I made the mistake of not getting my sugar yesterday, so this cup of coffee is really bland. It's not as sweet as I would like it to be, but I shouldn't have too much sweetness in them. I should avoid the sugars and everything. That's why I get the other sugar. I mean, I can use regular sugar, but I have to use a lot less of the regular sugar. Felix streaking in, showing off the toe beans. I love Felix. He's such a cutie. I remember when you got him and how tiny he was. I was like, this is just the tiniest little thing. And of course, I have children calling me already. I know she's off today, and she was off yesterday, but I don't know what she's doing today. And she's my oldest. Usually my children try to call me at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, dude, 8 o'clock on a Saturday morning, my behind is not going to be out of bed. Like, if I am, it's because I went to bed super early and got a lot of sleep. I'm really trying to make sure these stay in. 0 cups for you? Do you drink coffee, or are you not a coffee drinker? I know there's a few people that don't drink coffee. My husband doesn't really drink coffee. He'll have a cup of coffee. That's hard to say. A cup of coffee every once in a while, but he doesn't drink it a lot. Like, I drink it every day, but when I had my youngest, when I had little miss, they screwed up the epidural, and so I started having migraines, and I used to drink not Dr. Pepper, I used to drink Mountain Dew to fight off the headaches, because it was the caffeine in the Mountain Dew, but Mountain Dew has a lot of sugar in it, and I didn't like that I was taking in so much sugar. So I switched to coffee, and now I drink coffee and everything just to help with preventing migraines from happening. Because after she was born and everything, I couldn't even walk. Like, my head hurt so bad. I couldn't even stand up straight. It was that bad. I don't like coffee. Yeah, there's some people who don't. Since he was so little, I couldn't eat normal coffee. He couldn't eat normal coffee. Yeah, he was tiny, tiny, tiny. Like, he was so little. He was just the littlest, cutest thing. This song is also from the show Love's Ambition. If you guys have Viki, it's the Asian app. I would seriously suggest checking this out. Let me go grab a tissue. My nose is like, I think Dari's cursed me with her being sick as well.
Here we go.
Hi, Yugi. Thanks for the lurk. I know Mika said she's got some cleaning to do today. But yeah, I said I would stream today, so I'm keeping my word, and I'm gonna stream. Thank you for giving a shout out to Yugi. I'm gonna see after I get done with stream, and I should have started the bedding while I was streaming, but it's fine. After stream, I'm gonna see about getting some things done, and then I'm gonna try to convince my husband to watch an episode of Alchemy of Souls, because we only watched Nightmare Before Christmas last night, and I really want to kind of see what is next in the show. And when B was streaming last night, after she had stopped streaming, I was like, okay,
don't forget to watch Genie.
Yes, I'm gonna watch Genie today, and then because it's so short, I should be able to finish it before tomorrow. And then there's this show on Prime Video called Good Boy. It's about a cop. Well, it's about a few cops who used to be like in like almost like the Olympics or something like that, and they get taken into the police force after they've finished their the Genie show or Alchemy of Souls, because I'm currently watching 2 shows, and then I have one that I'm technically watching 3, but I'm gonna start Genie Make-A-Wish today, But Alchemy of Souls, we're only up to episode 3. It's intriguing. I'm waiting to see kind of more what happens. So, but yeah, and then eventually, Alchemy of Souls. Yeah, like I said, we're only up to episode 3. It is interesting. I find that I'm curious as to who some of the people are, because I'm still not certain who is who. I don't want to give any spoilers or anything of what I've seen, because I know Miss Mika is gonna watch it, and so I don't want to say too much. But I do want to see like who everyone is, because they show you like previous like things that happened before, and then they're showing you what's going on like currently. So it's very interesting to see like the king and everyone, like the mage. So it's interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna see if my husband will at least watch one episode with me today. He may wait till like this evening or something, which is fine. I'll do housework and start on the Genie Make-A-Wish. But the Good Boys show is on Amazon Prime. Is on Amazon Prime, and it's actually really good. It follows the story of these cops, and the one cop was a boxer, and he won gold, and then they said that he had been doping, but the medication was from his trainer. I have looked into it, but haven't started watching it. I would say watch it. It's only 30 episodes. It's 2 parts, but I would definitely watch it. But he ends up leaving boxing. He didn't want to continue with boxing because a friend of his was hurt or something, and so he wanted to go do other stuff. And there's this like gang that they're trying to pretty much capture and arrest, and there's like all these things where it's like they're all being connected in a weird kind of way. So, but it's interesting. I've only watched the 3 episodes, I think. I watched it last night for a little bit, and then I turned it off like, okay, I have to go to sleep. I have to go to sleep so I can get up today, because I promised Daria a stream. And then eventually, Daria and I need to finish watching the show we were watching in Discord. Because I was invested in that. Like, I like watching the groups and the challenges that each group was doing from, I think it was JYP or something like that. Oh, my hands are really cold. I'm sorry. But yeah, I got quite a few shows to watch and everything. I've made a list of K-dramas that I want to see, and my list is probably around 200 shows, and that's not even counting the shows that are not even released yet. Like, they haven't been aired. I've just seen the previews of them, and I'm like, I want to watch these, and I want to watch these. Like, Love in the Clouds, it was shown a preview. You need coffee and a blanket on your lap. JYP. Yes, that one. Yeah, I have socks on, and I have my old PT pants from the army on, and my hoodie. But it's really cold. Like, I'm waiting for it to really warm up. I know it might not get super warm, but 50 degrees is a little chilly for me still. Eventually, when it gets down to like the 30s, I have to turn the heat back on, or turn the heat on. My husband doesn't like cold, so I've closed all the windows, because I had them open. But I like the time when the weather changes that I can turn my air conditioner or my heat off, because then it makes it to where my electric bill goes down. I hate expensive electric bills. Like, our electric bill is just ridiculous. Our house isn't that big, but it can get, like, one year I think it was like $300 for an electric bill, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. And then last month it was like $200, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, this is just crazy. This month it was under 200, so that was nice. But that little transition in weather, the in-between weather, exactly, it makes it perfect for getting to turn off the heat and stuff, and the AC. My husband doesn't like being cold, and I don't like being hot. Like, if I get too hot, if it gets to be 70 in the house, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay at 70. But when it gets to be 80, I'm starting to get miserable. And I really tried a couple days to just bear it out. But then when you go and you cook and make dinner or whatever in the kitchen, it's just like, okay, no, this is not working. And I have to turn it back on. So I'm like, screw it. Oh, that's very good. So yeah, I'm so happy my electric bill went down 10 to 15 from last month. I know, even just the little bit, the little, like, $10 or $20, people are like, oh, you know. To me, I'm like, that $20 is helpful, especially with Christmas. Okay, ban them too. Yeah, make sure we ban them. Stinking bots. I don't know why people still think that works. Like, people don't fall for that. Why do you still try? I remember when I first started streaming, I put Crania in. She was my mod. And she was like, okay, people like this you definitely want to ban because they're not actually helpful. I'm like, okay. But yeah, so what is everyone else's plans for today? Daria, I know that you are not feeling well, so you need to rest. You need to get plenty of rest. You're on a mini vacation, and you are not feeling well. You know how much that sucks? Probably get people accident and click it to give virus. Yeah, their account was literally created yesterday. Jeez. Yeah, see? Like, I hate when I get the emails from, like, things saying, oh, here's a chance for you to earn extra money, like Stream Elements saying that they want you to promote something or whatever. And I'm like, I've never done those. I felt like it was, one, I'm not going to promote something that I've either never played or never tried. I just feel like it's not, like, if I can promote something, I want it to be something that I've actually used or played, not something that I don't know anything about. Like, I'm a firm believer that if you're gonna promote me with something or say, oh, you should really use this or this, I want you to have used it as well, so you can give me honest feedback and not, you know, not a paid, oh, it's wonderful. Is it really? Or are you just saying that because they paid you to say that? It's kind of like when people do review of games and they can't say what's really wrong or what they don't like about it because the gamers, the industry is like, no, you can't say this is this. You can only promote good stuff. You can't talk about if it's broken or if the gameplay is, you know, garbage when they get their free copies. I would not. Currently laying down I'm upset because I can't drink my soda. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, make sure you drink some hot chocolate. Is your nose still runny or stuffy or anything? And sore throats, man. Mista had a sore throat a while back, like a long time ago. And he was like, I didn't realize how much you swallow until it hurts. And so he ended up going to the doctor and he got an antibiotic. But yeah, he pointed out, he's like, you just don't realize. And I'm like, yeah. At 12 o'clock, they test the tornado sirens here. So I'll probably mute the stream at 12 just until the tornado sirens stop doing their test. Because all the animals go nuts while the dogs do. And it might get a little crazy. I don't like when they do that. Me neither. I don't like when they give bad review or false reviews of anything. Throat's still sore at the moment, mainly stuffed nose. Oh. All the hugs for Dari. Oh, put my finger on it. I think one thing that makes me nervous when I do diamond paintings is having enough beads to cover everything. I'm always scared, like, oh my gosh, this is such a small amount. And there's so many of this symbol or letter. And I've never had the problem of running out of beads. But it still always makes me nervous. Thank you for the sticker. Okay. I could probably use the smaller tray, but I don't want to get some dust in this. Yeah, get some more cough drops. I know you said you had honey cough drops yesterday. But definitely, I seen that like, yes, perfect time for it. Thank you. But yeah, more cough drops. Do you drink? Yeah, it's in my living room. Hold on, I'll ask my daughter to bring it to me. Little Miss is awake. I couldn't think of what I was writing. She has an iPhone and sometimes she doesn't get my messages and we're not sure why. Like, it takes so long. And her school now has it where they're not allowed to have their phones. She got my message. They're not allowed to have their phones, so they're supposed to be turned off. And I'm like, okay, well, if you actually need something from me, like sometimes she would want to go to her friend's house after school. And I'm like, okay, if you want to go to Tegan's after school, you're going to have to call me to make sure that it's fine, because her phone wasn't getting text messages and I didn't want her to like wait and then possibly miss the bus or miss going to Tegan's and then me have to go pick her up. So it took a minute, but it still works. All right. Because iPhone and Android, they do not. Ugh, thanks. This thing is so dusty. Ugh. All right. Yeah, thank you. All right, so this kit came with all kinds of stuffs. All right. I think I don't need this or this. I think what I need is, I don't need the extra bags. she ran out of here. She was afraid. She's like, Mom, don't be taking pictures. Don't be saying anything. All right. Is it? Sorry. Ugh. I hate rolling chairs when I'm trying to do stuff. Is it this, Mika? I don't even know what this is. All right, let's stick that over there. So this will straighten them. Oh, I got cat hair. Look at that. All right. Yeah, I got it in the kit when Mista bought me the thing, the kit for Christmas. And there's cat hair. Sorry, it's that song again. I love the kit, especially when I do diamond paintings that don't have the resealable baggies. Ah. You can add the correct tool to the opposite side of your pen. What do you mean the correct tool? Has anyone watched Tale of the Nine-Tailed? Or is it even? I did watch most of it. I haven't watched all of it yet, Dari. I thought it was good, and it's got the guy from My Goblin, or The Guardian. I call it My Goblin because it's just my comfort show. But I like it a lot for the story. There are two parts to it, okay? The first part is on Netflix. The second part is on I think where is the flat part? I've kept a few of the little pens because I liked the different colored pens. And then this came in one of my kits, and it's like a magnet, but I have no idea what it's for. Any romance? It's not got a lot of romance. It's got a little bit because it's pretty much the Nine-Tailed Fox is looking for this girl that was killed way back when, and he is trying to find her reincarnation of her, and he thinks he finds her. Wait, it might be, hold on, I think I know where it is. Hold on, forgive me. The magnet to keep the sheet on your canvas. Oh. Hold on, I have to grab something. 1 second, I'll be right back. So I was looking for both parts on the same surface now. The magnets keep like a paper clip sort. There's a little box that I got with my pen that has all the other whatchamacallit on it. Let me go see if I put it in a tote. Okay, give me just a minute. I'm not sure what I did, but it's a little kit. Oh my gosh, it's right here. So here is the bag. I guess I took it out of the box and placed it in a thing. Oh yeah, everyone get your timelies. It would be right in front of me. Yeah, of all places, it's right there. I may not be able to get my timely yet because... Oh, I got my timely. Yeah, it's right in front of me. Like, I remember when I was doing my This one, I think, is the flat end. I remember when I was trying to decide what to do with my little Lowe's buckets, and I lost it, and I took it out of the thing. Oh wait, I need to put this one in there. When I first got this, I couldn't figure out why the tips wouldn't stay, and then I read the back and it said, oh, you can change sides if it's too loose, and I'm like, oh well, I guess they're not the same size on both ends, which was weird. To me, it was weird. The link you posted. Okay, just a second. Let me put this bad boy in there. Love my Target basket for diamond art. Go up to the link. Oh, my nose. Oh, yes, I should make some of these. I could probably find patterns similar. I know, get off, pop up. I know Daria would love that. The little needles. The one of the kits that I had bought, it was a little dinosaur. I think Little Miss has it. But, done. Add that to my favorites. It was a little dinosaur, and I gave it to Little Miss. It was like one of the first things that I ever tried, and I'd actually seen the little Weeble Wobble things, and I was like, oh my goodness, these are so cute. And I was really, I was like really impressed with how easy it was. But again, I was new to the whole crochet thing, so it probably looked really bad. All right, this is going to be helpful with this little flat tip. All right, what were we working on? We were working on 6. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, I got the Weeble kit thing, and it came out okay. I wouldn't call it a complete success, but it didn't look too bad. It did have some little quirks to it, but it was okay. Sat with a stranger, what you made me do. Somebody new, baby, I'm dancing with a stranger. The only thing I wish was that this wouldn't be as long. Yugi has almost every Harry Potter Wapples kit. Does he really? Does Yugi, do you crochet or do you let Mika do it? You should seriously take up crocheting. Look, it's coming together. It's coming together. It still hasn't made one. Before I lost my vision, I was making this Snoopy. Oh, yeah, I loved learning those. I think they're easier when you're first starting out because the directions are pretty good. And if you're not sure of directions, I was able to find a link to get me a YouTube video, which was helpful. But again, Yeah, the yarn that they send with them is really good. And it wasn't like, I don't know if some of you have ever gotten yarn, and the yarn is just shit. Like, I remember I got this bundle of yarn from Amazon, and I was thinking it was going to be a little bit thicker and easier to use. It was actually really thin and really hard to use. I struggled with it. I'm like, okay, this yarn just sucks. So I learned my lesson. Like, if you want yarn and you're not getting like the what is it, the all right, just a second. If you're not getting the woolly, like fluffy like yarn, don't buy it offline. Go somewhere and get it. The Red Heart that's where I usually I get it from Walmart or Hobby Lobby. My coffee's already cold. But yeah, I usually get that from somewhere like Walmart or Target. In sickness or in health, I'm making sure you hydrate. Thank you. Every time you make her drink, you should take a drink too. Exactly. Do like Eddie and B. Somebody says drink, they both drink. I love the way that they set up the stream. When B streams and she's doing crafts, Eddie's playing a game. I really wish I could do that, because Mista would be able to play games and I could do crafts. Cold coffee. Yeah, it is cold coffee. It's okay. I'll get more. The little pop sound is so refreshingly just relaxing. I really wish I had the paper, the contact papers that I could cut and do like sections with, because it would actually be helpful, especially when I'm working like right here. I did the sixes earlier and I missed a 6 right there. But it also helped me with timing for stream. If I did them in sections, it would be like, okay, this section is for this stream, and it could kind of give me how many streams I would need to do to be able to complete it, as long as I don't like screw up and stop. That, and I don't like pulling the paper back. Could you explain that? Because I don't know what that means. The contact papers, they're just like little sheets that you can put on here, and then instead of like having to pull off the whole plastic cover, you can just take off a certain square and you can cut them to whatever size, I think, or you can get them already pre-sized or whatever. Sorry. But I would like those, because especially with these bigger ones, like when you're working, once you've completed that section, that this plastic would be gone, but you would still have the contact sheets on the areas you haven't done. Let me see if I can find. This is why I don't get anything done, is because I end up doing other stuff. Okay. This is kind of what I'm... Oh, it never lets me paste. Alright, this is kind of what it is. Sorry, that's a really long web address. I wonder if I can just go to... Now... Remove. Okay, it's kind of hard to see here, but these are what they are. And that is so backwards. I don't know how to flip it. Yeah, because I just peel away as needed, and that magnet you have holds the sheet in place on places where there is no stickiness left to hold the sheet. Ah, see, I didn't know that's what it was for. I was just like, okay, you know, this is kind of nice, but I don't know what it's for. But yeah, some of them have like images. Like Binge Bear was here yesterday. When I've watched his streams, his actually has like, it's not white or clear, and I kind of want something that's got some kind of picture design on it, just to make it so that I can see which ones I have pulled off, if that makes sense. So but they seem pretty helpful, especially with like the larger paintings. And it also is good for, especially for people who stream diamond paintings. I like that they do use them. Morgana uses them as well. I've actually, when I first started watching her, I watched her set up her kit to start her diamond painting. I watched her put the little beads into the thing and write the symbols for each one, and it was really cool. And she had done the contact paper before stream, but it's definitely helpful if you want to stream but you only want to do like certain amounts of sections or section for each stream. Like, she had this really big one. Like, I'm telling you, it was huge. Like, she had to stand up and hold this diamond painting up. And then she ended up putting it on a, like an artboard like thing, and took a picture of it and showed it in her screenshot. It's actually on her Instagram. But it was huge. So, you know, the contact sheets made it much easier for her to handle while she was working on it. So... But yeah, I would like to get something like that. Just because I'm all over the place when I do these. I used to try to do sections, but I kind of pulled away from that a little bit. I got more into just working in, like, say, the bottom section or something, and I would just go all over the place. Like, I kind of want to, like, see how we've done this section. I kind of wish that I would stayed over here, but I want to get a lot of the outline done only because these are square drills. I want to make sure that they're sitting properly for when I get into the middle section, because I am so scared that I'm not gonna make them fit. So, but yeah, the only thing with those would be with the square drills, I would definitely, like, I got one of my cats cuddling with me right now. Aww, what's your cat's name? I would definitely get, like, yeah. It's something I would have to look into. I know the Diamond Art Club, well, I think the Diamond Art Club does sell contact sheets, but the Diamond Art Club is really expensive. Ren. Oh, that's a cute name. None of my cats are in here. I've managed to boot them from the bedroom today for a while. I like that these are so much easier to see. The only ones that I don't like is Q and O, but O is a greenish blue and Q is more of a purple. So they won't be as hard to see. Otherwise I might be like, which one is that? And 5 and S. I wish that they wouldn't put 5 and S. I wish I would put like just one or the other and then make a symbol for the other one. I love how this looks. Yeah, I think once I work on housework and find out if Mista wants to hang out for an episode today, I might work on some of the other diamond paintings that I have currently working in progress, like the one I was trying to do yesterday, and go from there. I got 2 other cats that are siblings. One's named Oscar and the other is Missy. Oh, Oscar, Missy, and Ren. We have Angel, Luffy, Kakashi, Ace. Hold on, I got a background noise. Sorry. We have Luffy, we have Angel, Luffy, Ace, Kakashi, and Theo. And then we have the dogs, Batman, Piccolo, Kratos, and Hinata. Or not Hinata, sorry. Hinata was an older dog. Athena. I wish I could get control, like, so whenever songs come on, or when Dari wants to hear songs, she can just be like the DJ and just switch the songs while I'm streaming. I'm missing piece, everything that I need. Forever stay with me. Now tell me, melody was born. Tori heard her name. Cute names, thank you. Alright. Today's goal is to try to get this whole section right here completed. So that's our goal for stream today. I know that I've already been like live for almost an hour, so we might overstep the 1300 mark. There's also 4 teacup chihuahuas upstairs that are named Dobie, Chocolate, Blondie, and Millie. Oh, I woke up from falling asleep a minute or two to music and Dari. Oh no, they are your moms. Aww. Yeah, I love the animals. I have so many of them because I don't know, I find them comforting, I guess. I didn't mean to wake you up, Dari. You can go back to sleep. Oops. I like bigger dogs, but not ones I could crush by stepping on if I don't watch where I'm. Yeah, I'm not a fan of little dogs. I prefer the bigger dogs. Batman is a lab mix, and he's probably 60 pounds or more. And Piccolo is a Rottweiler. He is, he's big. He's got a big head. His nickname is Big Head, or Fat Head. And then Kratos is just chunky. No, wake me up. That's what I heard mentioned when I did stream is on my phone. Oh. Yeah, but you need sleep. And naps are okay, especially when you're not feeling well. Got a hair. Cuddle up with a nice blanket. Get some hot chocolate. Listen to the music and me ramble on. And take a nap. I mean, it sounds like a plan to me. So I've started, excuse me, I've started keeping the, when I do the diamond paintings and I finish them, I cut the edges off, but I've started keeping the code and putting it in the bag with the extra diamonds in case they fall off if I don't glue them. See, there's another 6. Oh no, that's the 6 I mixed earlier. And I wish I would have started doing that in the beginning when I first started doing these. Also, I did look up some patterns and some ideas for the crochets. Eventually, I will have to get yarn and everything. But I did find some things that I want to do. Not during the stream yesterday, but during the stream a few hours later, I ended up dozing off while watching because I really needed to go to bed since I've been up for almost 20 hours. Was that Rook's stream? I think I seen you in Rook's stream. I was also in Rook's stream and I was in B's stream, and I kind of lurked a little bit in both. I did talk some in B's, and then I thought Daria had fallen asleep. And it's funny because I was watching Nightmare Before Christmas with Mista, so I didn't get to really talk in the chat. So I was pretty quiet. But yeah, I had seen you in there. Oh, what is everyone doing for dinners and lunches today? Yes, it was your extreme. Good job on getting your timely Yugi. See, the 8s might be a little confusing with the 6s, but I think we'll be okay. Whatever my mom will make. There you go. We are doing leftovers today. We had Naruto noodles last night and they were so good. I was so hungry. I didn't get to enjoy them as much as I probably would have because I ended up having a toothache. So, I managed to eat them and everything, but yeah, I had grilled cheese and tomato soup. Oh, too lazy to cook. Yeah, we do leftovers on Saturdays and Wednesdays just because with it just being the 3 of us now, we don't want the food to go to waste. And usually it's me and my husband who eat the leftovers. Little Miss will only eat certain leftovers. She won't eat like leftover chicken or anything. So, usually I leave that for Mista. But she'll eat like tacos and stuff like that if there's leftover taco stuff. But, then Monday is supposed to be her day to cook, but now I pretty much cook. And then Mista cooks on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then Fridays is usually smoothie day. But yesterday I was like, I really want Naruto noodles. I didn't want smoothies. And I was really glad because I don't think that I really would have enjoyed the smoothie as much as I enjoyed the Naruto noodles. So, but yeah, and then Sunday used to be breakfast, but tomorrow I'm actually making shepherd's pie because I've been wanting shepherd's pie so bad. So I'm like, nope, I'm making shepherd's pie tomorrow, and Little Miss will eat either a burrito or waffles or whatever she decides to eat because she doesn't like shepherd's pie. So I'm like, okay, well, just more for me then. I had to make sure my husband liked it though, because I didn't want to make it and me be the only one eating it because then it would probably go to waste. So, yeah. If I feel better than those Grinch sugar cookies, Yeah, we have all the candy. I went through the candy that I bought yesterday for Little Miss, and I gave her a bunch of it, and then I took the rest to Mista. I'm like, okay, this is all yours. Whatever you don't want, give to the child. So, and then I gave her some of the jelly beans that I have. But yeah, I was like, okay, here you go. Well, that went in crooked as shit. Trying to get it on there straight. Yeah, I've only just learned how to make shepherd's pie within the last couple years. And I didn't realize that it was something that I would enjoy as much as I do. I like when my husband makes chicken a la king, which is pretty much like a pot pie, but without the pie crust and everything. that's one of my favorite things, because it's really good. I remember he made it not too long ago, and I was eating it, and I was just like, you know when it's really good, and you're like, oh my god. He's like, do you need a minute? I'm like, no, it's just really good. Sounds like you're doing much better throat-wise. Sugar cookies for the win. I'm telling you. Maybe they'll make you feel better too. Sugar cookies and a glass of milk. I gotta start looking up all my recipes so I can start baking cookies for Christmas. It's hard to believe it's November. Next month. And I gotta figure out if my son's coming home. I don't know if he's gonna take leave or not. I remember him saying something a while back, but I don't know. So gotta wait and see. But I know my daughter's not coming down, or Cody. I know Cody's gonna be because Cody doesn't have a car. After he totaled Patience's car, he's been without a car. I don't think anybody wants to give him a car because he's just so reckless. It's pretty sad. Don't remember the last time I was sick. I hate being sick. I think everybody hates being sick, but it's like, ugh. Because it just takes so much out of you, and you just feel, I feel useless when I'm sick. That's so much better. Yes, the second nose stuffy and drainage taste buds is off so far. Only been drinking hot chocolate mixed with water since yesterday. Get him a bike, a pedaling bike. Ugh. Yeah, he, nobody wants to give him a car. I remember when he, was a little bit younger, maybe a year or so ago, he was like, you gonna buy me a car? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm already a co-signer for your brother. I'm not going to co-sign for you as well. Because then that would mean I'd have 4 cars that my name was on. And I just refused. Because I have mine, I have Mista's, and then I have my son's. And I'm like, dude, I'm not co-signing for you. Because he doesn't stay with his jobs properly. So I'm like, I'm not co-signing for someone who can't keep a job, and there's no guarantee that he would make his car payments, and I refuse to make car payments for my kids. Like, okay, you're an adult now. You decided not to go to college. You decided to barely graduate high school. You're going to go and, figure this out. I've told him to go to college, like, so much. I'm like, go to trade school, do something that, you want to do. And he doesn't want to do that because he's not a school person. He'd rather just go and work, and he prefers working like construction. He doesn't want like an office job or anything like that. He wants to be out there and hands-on, like very hands-on. So I'm like, okay, well, go get a certificate for like electrician or plumbing or something like that, and he refuses. So I'm like, okay, but he also refuses to stay at a job. When he gets frustrated, he walks off job sites. and then he has to call somebody to get him home. Because they don't work in their town. They usually go, you know, anywhere from an hour or hours away. They go to different states and everything. So I'm like, I'm not going to co-sign for someone who doesn't, you know, want to stay at jobs, who just gets frustrated too easily. So, and his dad refused because him and his wife, they co-signed on a car for his stepdaughter. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, his wife could have co-signed for her daughter, and his dad could have done something to help his son out, because he's never helped him out with, like, anything. But, oh well. I don't go to college. I still have a job that I bring over $900 a week. See, that's not bad. Without overtime, that's not bad at all. But yeah, he's not figured out what he wants to do yet. He's not in that mind frame. But he's not lazy. He's not afraid to work. In fact, he hates when he's at work and other workers are lazy. He's like, this mother effer. He's like, you know, supposed to be doing this and he's not doing it, and so everybody else has to pick up the slack, and you know, that's kind of stuff that makes him mad and makes him walk off job sites. But it's like, okay, you know, just quitting like that isn't going to be good for you. Eventually the people will get tired of it and, you know, probably let him go. But it's his stepmom's son works there as well and has managed to keep him employed. But he only makes like $500 a week. So. And they pay for like room and board when they travel. So like say they're in Kansas or Iowa or something like that. They'll stay there for however many days. And the company that he works with will actually put up the workers. And then the workers just have to bring clothes and personal hygiene items, and after they're done working they will go wherever and like eat or something like that. So yeah, he is definitely my rather be outside working in the heat and the elements than sitting in an office kind of kid. He's the one that called me yesterday. I was like, hold on. Because I knew when Cody calls me, I know there's going to be about 6 million cuss words that he says because he's frustrated. So that's why I was like, okay, I got to mute the stream. My oldest daughter, Jo, she doesn't really cuss in front of me as much. But she rambles a lot. And, so with her, when I talk with her, I have to make sure that I'm free because she will talk forever. With it's anywhere between 11 to 1500, depending on if I work Friday, Saturday night, or both. What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking, Lulu? Also, remember, for those of you that were here yesterday, remember when I was telling you about the car and the loan people? They never called Mista back. I was like, okay, you know, we're needing this information, and they were supposed to call him, and they never did. I was frick mad. I'm a press operator in a factory. Oh. Is it an easy job, or is it difficult? Seriously, he must be livid. Yeah, he was pissed, Mika. he was like, okay, I know, I think they're in California is where the company is. And he's like, I know it's like 3 o'clock there, but they could have called. They could have something. Because we're waiting. And nothing. Freaking nothing. Yes, ma'am. Take a drink. Since I've been doing it for the past 4 years, it's easy to me, but it can be a little hard at the beginning to remember everything and all the little tricks to help fix the problems. Cold coffee. Yeah, I think when you work for a specific job or anything, getting to know the ins and outs and learning things that help you make your job easier are so good. Because if you go to another place and you start working, you're like, okay, this is how it's done. And especially if you have a lot of things you have to remember, whether it's, sizing of paper or what buttons or levers or anything like that, it can be a bit intimidating. But when you've worked somewhere and you're able to learn the tricks, it makes it so much easier. Just trying to make sure it wasn't noon. Because when the sirens go off, it's rather annoying. I just don't really like teaching new operators. Yeah, I would hate doing certain things like that because it would just be like, oh, I took a drink, winged, but my coffee's cold. I might have to get some more. Yeah, there's 6 different presses I may run when I go in, depending on what parts they need. Is it hard to, I know that you've said you've been there for 4 years. Is it hard to run more than one press, or are you pretty used to it now? I can run whatever press they need. Nice. I used to be a mail clerk at the hospital here, and I remember they would be doing, we had a print shop that did all the brochures and things, for the hospital. And that's where I really wanted to work, was in that print shop, because they dealt with the graphic design aspect of everything. But we would have to go, in the mornings, we would go and sort the mail. And then me and the other worker in the mailroom would take the mail where, to the departments where they needed to go. And then we would go to lunch. And then after lunch, we would take the orders from the print shop to the departments. And once we had done those, we were sent to the print shop to pretty much cut or laminate or do the little things that they needed to have done. And I would just have so much fun getting to be in there, because it was more my career field that I had gone to school for. And I was really, really pissed when they had a graphic design position open up at the VA hospital and they didn't give it to me. I was freaking livid. And I was like, okay. And they had already hired someone to take my place. like they were going to give me that position, but they went with somebody who had no degree. But they had already hired someone to take my position at the hospital I was currently in. And I was like, wow, you already like found my replacement, but then you didn't give me the position that I, had applied for within the same company. So I ended up quitting, and I hadn't worked since. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Like I'd started out with the company working at the call center. There was when Sprint was still a thing. They would be the print, like, the printers. We would check the papers, the ink cartridges, and we would hand out the headsets for the new hires, and that kind of thing. And I worked there for a little over a year, I think it was. And then I was like, okay, this isn't. I pretty much got blamed for something that wasn't my fault, and nobody had my back, and it pissed me off. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to stay in a job that I'm going to get blamed for something that wasn't my fault. So I ended up leaving that job. They had gotten me a replacement. I put my 2 weeks in, and I actually got a email from the gentleman who had hired me. He was praising me and saying how much he was glad that I came and worked for them, and if I ever needed a recommendation, that he would gladly give it, because he was really happy that I had worked there, because he thought I was a good worker or whatever. And so I ended up keeping that email. And then I got a call from the old supervisor from the hospital, and she was like, hey, I want you. You have a union job? I've never had a union job. But yeah, so the lady's name was Stacy, and she's like, I want you to come work with me at the hospital. And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah. So I ended up going back to that same company, and that's when they screwed me over. And I'm like, okay. And then I was just like, I'm never working for that company again, because I was livid. And when they gave you a raise, oh my god, the raise was like 3 cents or something. Like, okay, what the fudge is this raise gonna do for me? So yeah. I mean, I'm sure I could probably find work doing something if I really, really had to. I just have to make sure that it pays me so well that it won't affect my loss in VA disability benefits. Shit. Got a piece of wax. I remember when I was a kid, I would go through so many things that I wanted to do. I'm like, oh, I wanted to be a singer. And my ex-stepdad said, you'd never make it, pretty much crushed my dreams. Even though I couldn't sing, it doesn't mean that I couldn't learn to sing or, something. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then I wanted to be a teacher, or not a teacher, a lawyer at one point in time. I never wanted to do things like firefighter. I didn't want to do anything police-wise until I joined the military, and I wanted to be an MP. I wanted to be, those scientists or archaeologists or whatever they're called. They go out there and dig in the dirt and find like fossils and pottery and things from times long ago. I wanted to do that for a little bit. I wanted to be in the dirt digging and going to places like Egypt and uncovering stuff. Didn't do that. And then I joined the military, and I was a cook. Didn't really want to be a cook, but it's what I ended up doing. What else? When I got out of the military, when I was looking at getting out of the military, I was actually wanting to look at becoming a mechanic, because mechanics can make pretty decent money. Then I was like, well, because of my medical from being in the military that I got discharged for, I didn't think that I would be able to do that job. So I was like, okay, I was looking and I was like, okay, what job can I do that won't affect my back and everything? And that's when I found graphic design. And I struggled some with school for graphic design. I really did. An archaeologist. Yes, that. I wanted to do that. I wanted to go dig in the dirt like a weirdo. Like, you know, just uncovering stuff. But yeah, so with graphic design, I struggled so hard because we had to do the Adobe products. And one thing I loved about college was they gave you all the Adobe products for that year. So, you know, they're constantly updating programs and, you know, doing updates and stuff. And once I finished school, I ended up losing all of those programs, which really made me mad because I would have liked to have kept them, especially After Effects and Adobe Illustrator. But I struggled with like Photoshop. Like I struggled so hard with Photoshop. It was really hard for me to work with that one. And then there was another program that we used. I think it was in Photoshop, and we had an older version of Photoshop we had the newer version of Photoshop, and the teacher was trying to teach us something with an older version that wasn't available, and I'm like, this does not work. Look, I'm showing you this, and she just wouldn't believe me. And so my aunt and my uncle, they're actually graphic design. They do a lot of that. That's like their job. And so I reached out to them, and they ended up helping me figure it out. But it was a late assignment. Like, it got turned in so late because I was like, okay, I have no idea, like, what to do. And I was emailing the teacher and sending her, like, pictures of it. I'm like, look, this is not here. Because you would go up to the menu, and then you would have to click on something to pull down a bar. And then you would go to the thing they wanted you to do. But it wasn't there. And I'm like, look, I'm showing you right here. You know, and she just wouldn't believe me. Like, oh, it's there. I'm like, no, it's not. So, and then we had to write code for, like, websites. Because some graphic designers, you know, they create websites for customers. And I was terrible at code. I could not write code for anything. Like, I constantly... Luckily, the school I went to was the Art Institute. And I did the Art Institute online through Pittsburgh. And, luckily, there was free tutoring. And I had to get tutoring every time when it was time to write code. I'm like, okay. Do you guys remember the brand Jordache or Jordache or whatever it's called? I actually did a website for their clothing. It wasn't like for real. It was a practice thing, you know? And I thought it was really cool. Like, I enjoyed what had been created. But let me tell you, I struggled so hard just getting anything to even remotely work. Like, because I couldn't figure out the code. Because, you know, you have the certain symbols and everything you have to put in front of each thing. Like, if you click on this, it'll take you to this. I struggled. Hold on. Sorry. Oh my goodness. That is probably why they like hockey. I like when I have more symbols to put in than just a few. Like, I don't know, like over here there's a Z. There's one Z, and then there's like a couple L's, a couple Q's, an M, and a 9. But then you look, and it's like, okay, here's a couple Q's, But then I'm looking for Z's and they're not till up here. And I'm like, okay, I want to really fill this in. But then you have some that are like 1 or 2 here and there, but not enough in the section that I'm working on. And it makes me have to change out the beads. And that takes too much time. I know some people, when they're doing diamond paintings, they actually have like 2 or 3 trays for when they're working, so it doesn't take as much time to put the current beads away, open the other ones, and you know, that kind of thing. But it would be my luck, I would spill them, or I would lose them, or I'd forget which beads were in what tray. That would be me too. It's a boy aquarium. I've seen TikToks saying that, and I'm like, I don't get it. I'm slow sometimes and stuff, especially if it's like current I guess you'd say lingo or whatever that the kids say. Sometimes I'm like, what? Other times I'm like, I get it. Got about 20 minutes before the sirens start going off. Whew. I almost screwed that one up. I think that's Discord. It was funny yesterday. Mika and Yugi were sharing some things in Discord, and B was streaming, and Daria was responding as well. And I guess it was making her Discord pop off during stream. But the stuff that they showed us was so cute. I was like, oh my goodness. Ah! I just posted some pics videos of the presses I run on the disc. Okay. And say I can hear it, like the sound. I didn't know if it was my Discord or others. I know some people are able to turn the Discord notifications off on their PC when they're streaming. I have no idea how to do that. So if you hear the noise, it's because I don't know how to make it not make sounds during stream. I'm sure I could Google it or, you know, something, but oh my god, it's fine. I hear a cat. I think it's Theo. So, Dari, are you going to watch the Tale of the Nine-Tailed? Or are you going to watch something else since not both parts are on Netflix? Time to go spam messages in the server. I need to have Yugi add her to live notifications because I missed it and trick-or-treating was over when she sent those pics. Yeah, last night B was playing like a spooky game, and even the music sometimes, the sounds, I was like, okay, I have to turn it down because I would get scared. I'm like a very big scaredy cat. I cannot do scary. Like it's like I cannot do spicy. I cannot do scary. But yeah, some of the sounds I had to ask my husband because I we had started watching the night before Christmas, and so I wanted to make sure that I was leaving the lurk for B while she was streaming, and I was like, is this game scary? And he's like, yeah, it's supposed to be. Ooh. You know what? We should get B to play Until Dawn. Because that's like a rite of passage. Tale of the Nine Tailed. Yeah, that. You enjoyed that one? I've watched most of it. I haven't finished it because I found out there's 2 parts. And the first part was on Netflix and the second part wasn't. And it pissed me off. So I was like, well... Oh, dogs are inside. I can hear them. I can hear Little Miss. Theo, you're fine. Theo's still not comfortable with the dogs. And we've had him for quite a few months now. But he's doing better. He's just not 100% their friend. I feel about you. We only watched the first part on Netflix. Yeah, that's where I watched most of it. I haven't even finished all of it. So I was like, well... But it is a good show. I thought it was nice from what I had seen. And I'm one of those people, I hate... Okay, so my stepson, the youngest one, if I'm watching a show, like say like One Piece or whatever, and he's watched most of it, if I hate waiting for something, he can give me spoilers. Like, he will tell me if I ask. He'll be like, you really want to know? And I'm like, yes, tell me. So, with some of the K-dramas, I'm like, if I know that it's going to be a sad ending, I'll look up and be like, is it a happy ending? Or is it a sad ending or whatever? And if it says sad, I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to watch this. Because it just, I'm not ready for the heartache of it, you know? And sometimes when I'm looking to see if it's a good ending, I get spoilers and I'm like, like if it's open-ended, I'm kind of like, well, this is not how I want it to end. But I'll finish some of them. But sometimes I will go and I will automatically look for spoilers and be like, okay, well, I don't want to watch this. I didn't know that there was a second part until just now. Yeah, I believe it's on Prime. Because if you look... Hold on, let me see. I'm pretty sure it's... I'm going to need more coffee. That coffee's cold as... Ugh. That coffee's cold. Hold on, guys, just a second. I lost the mouse. Okay, so yeah, there is... Yeah, Little Miss is going to give me more. Have you watched it? Good Morning Call? No, I haven't. It was pretty much empty. Did you hydrate? I did hydrate. Dari, did you hydrate? I hydrated with cold coffee, but it's pretty much fine. Yeah, there's 2 seasons. The first season is on Netflix. The second season is on Tubi, Roku channel, and Prime Video. So, the first season is 16 episodes, and the second season is 12. So, that's what I found. I have no You better get some. Better get you some more hot chocolate. Alright. But yeah, like I said, I didn't watch all of it because I was very upset that it wasn't all in one place. I mean, I have both Netflix and Amazon Prime Video, but I have Prime with ads, so I have to watch commercials, and sometimes they get rather annoying. Like, I was watching Good Boy last night in bed, and it had ads. I was like, okay, you know, not a super big deal. It's not like, oh, I'm not going to watch this because I have to deal with ads, because I refuse to pay extra just for like a little bit of ads. Like, I will deal with it. The only thing that I don't like is with Netflix, if you don't have the ad-free version, some of the movies on there, it will not let you watch. And I'm like, well, this is just stupid. So, I have to do that one. And they're increasing their prices again. And I heard, my husband told me that HBO Max is increasing their prices, and I get HBO Max through my phone service, so I might have to double check that as well, because he told me to make sure in case the phone bill goes up. So I want to check that. And of course, Hulu and Disney's now together, so that's going to go up. But I looked for the Black Friday sales on streaming services. So like last year I got Peacock for a full year for $20. So I paid $20 and I had it for a year, and I canceled it after Love Island. And then now I'll go and check around Thanksgiving. You can go and look at these companies like Hulu, Disney, Netflix. Well, I've never seen Netflix do it. Yeah, definitely go check it out if you have it. And then tell me if it's any good. Because like I said, I haven't finished it. But I did check out the Black Friday sales, and I got Disney and Hulu combined for $3 for a year. So like I was paying $3 every month for a year for Disney and Hulu. Now once they do the price increase, I don't know what it's going to go to, but I will definitely, be looking again to see if they're going to do some kind of a special. And sometimes I just change what email I use with them. So like I have it through like one email. I'll just change the email to a different one to get the deal, because they won't let you do it again. They're like, oh, you've already done this deal, you're not eligible for it. So I'm like, okay, well, switch emails. So, coffee. Thank you. But yeah, if you're into streaming services and you want to look at that kind of stuff, I would definitely check out if there's any Black Friday deals. Like I said, you can Google, Black Friday deals, and it'd be like, okay, this year it hasn't been announced yet, or, around this time frame, and then just set it like a reminder around that time to look at what possible deals they have. Because like I said, I will do it again for all of them. Thank you. I love that little owl. Has anyone heard from B today? I wanted to see if she was streaming today, or if her and Eddie are going to be out and about. I know she said something about a house showing or something, if I remember from yesterday. So she may not be streaming today. I'll look into getting Disney for Black Friday deals. I would. I can check. I remember yesterday they talked about retail or thing. Yeah. I remember something about it too. So I don't remember. But yeah, Black Friday deals for streaming services. If you want to do those. Like I said, Peacock did a $19.99 for 1 year. With them, and it was, like I said, it was $20, and it was for the whole year. And I always set a thing in my phone to remind me, be like, okay, you know, go see about this deal, this deal, this deal, and cancel the services that I have, so that way I can get new services. And I mean, some people, they don't like changing emails because, you know, you're watching shows or whatever. And like, well, if, say it's something with like multiple seasons and you haven't watched it and you forget what season you're on, it can be kind of a pain in the butt. But I usually just make a note, be like, okay, we're on this season, on this episode. So now I'm going to put it under a different email and then just get the deal. I forgot about that one. Realtor, whatever you call a house person. Oh, yeah, realtor. Yeah, that's why phones have a notepad, so you just note down what your season. Exactly. I use my notes for everything. Like when I do my bills and everything, I write down what each bill is and how much it is for like my monthly bills. And then that way I can really keep an eye on my account. Thank you. So then I can see what's come out, because I am very, very forgetful sometimes. I'm like, oh, and I don't want to just scroll through my checking account information to see, you know, did this one come out? Did this one come out? It's just easier if I just make a note in my phone, and it's a list, and I go through and once it's come out of my account, I take it off. So it makes it a lot easier for me anyways. And when I do grocery shopping, I just make a list in my notes, and then I just delete that item. Because sometimes I'll go to the store and be like, okay, what did we need? It'll be like, I know we needed this and this and this, but like say I'm making something particular, like a meal or something, I have to have notes of what it is I need. Because I will go to the store and be like, what did I need for this recipe? So I'm just like, just make it a note and I'm good to go. That one's really short. Freaking hands are cold. temperatures are up to 55. Yeah, I don't know why it's so short. I thought it would be longer, but I guess not. It's like, no, you don't get a lot. A lot of those. Let's do those over there. Oops. Probably more than I wanted to get out of the bag. Look at that. All right. Looking pretty good. Got some big F's in here, so I gotta make sure I'm not putting these in the wrong spots. But we're gonna go up a little bit more, and then we'll hit these little, like, few that are the little sections here and there. Oh, warm coffee. Warm coffee on my hands is good. Until you take a drink and then you realize it's hot. That one's not short. Yeah, if B doesn't stream today, then I'm going to definitely work on the Genie Make-A-Wish show while I'm doing laundry and waiting for Mista if he wants to watch Alchemy of Souls. I had started another one the other day, and I think it's like 32 or 36 episodes. I love Bleach. 32 or 36 episodes, and it's called A Date with the Future, and it's got William Chan in it, and he is in the show Love's Ambition. That's the first place I had seen him, but he looks super young and super skinny. And then it has another girl that I've seen in a show, and it looks promising. But I read somewhere that they break up, and it was unnecessary breakup because they end up, getting back together. And I'm like, I hate when they do that. Like, why are you trying to, make us cry? Like, I wish they could do, I know they're called K-dramas, but I wish they would do some that are just whole and sweet and not put us through that heartbreak and down your throat and in your belly. I have a feeling if she does it, probably won't be till evening. Okay. Or make us pissed off. Yeah. Like, in Love's Ambition, they file for divorce because she wants the divorce. He doesn't. And so it takes them, I don't know how long it takes them, because it seems like this takes place over a couple years. Because they have a 30-day cooling off period when they file for divorce in China in these shows. And he was doing everything he could to keep from being able to be there for the divorce stuff, because they had to go to the civil affairs office to finalize it. And he'd be like out of town. He'd be like, I'm on a business trip, or I'm unavailable, or I've got to go to the doctor. And he spent the whole day running around the doctor's office at the hospital trying to make it to where he wasn't able to make it to civil affairs. Hi, Rook. And, so he was trying to keep the marriage, even though they both were wrong when they got married. But it was like, okay, this was unnecessary. Like, this whole being apart thing just But he finally realized that he actually loved her. He had married her for her image because she was able to help him because he was like in the business world. And so he pretty much used her to help him get a leg up. And when she found out that he did it not out of love, but out of, wanting to be better, she wanted a divorce. But she married him with, false information. Like, she wasn't honest with him either. Again, really good show. Just it had some unnecessary crap in there. How are you, Rook? How is your day? How was the rest of your stream last night? I am slowly but surely working on this diamond painting. We started it yesterday. Started it late yesterday during stream. But, yeah. Just trying to stay warm. It's kind of cold. It could just be my room with the ceiling fan going. But when that happens. Just got up, so my day's just started. Oh, stream was good. Thank you for getting Rick a shout out. Rook was also playing a scary game last night. I was like, something had gotten them, and it scared the bejesus out of me. And I think you said it was a clown or something. But it scared the bejesus out of me. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's like I can't do scary, and it scared me so bad. I was like, because you were like a pumpkin or something like that. You had like a pumpkin head. But yeah, I do not do scary. I don't do scary and I don't do spicy. So I was pretty scared. Between you and B last night, your streams, I think it was just everybody trying to scare me. Is it noon? Am I here? I am hearing the sirens. So if you guys hear the sirens going, it's just a test. It is not an actual tornado. It's just a test for the sirens, and my dogs might get a little loud if they're inside. And if they do, I'll just mute for a few minutes. It's what they do every Saturday, unless it's actually storming outside, then they won't test them. But every Saturday at noon, we have the tornado sirens being tested. You guys, I really like how this comes together, and the way that it's, this one. The way that it's filling in. Like I said, I'm not good with square drills, like at all. But the way this looks with the section that I have finished is freaking amazing. I freaking love it. It looks so cute. I'm really excited to see how this looks. And then I will definitely have to try the mushroom one that's square, because I only have 2. We're in an ad break, everyone. I apologize. I only played the one scary game. The last game I played was adorable. Alright, hold on until we come back from ads. It is so clean. I like the way it looks. Okay, welcome back, guys. I didn't realize we were in ads. I really need to figure out how to make a sound so I know, because I'm so busy looking down that I don't look up and see that we're in ads. But yeah, this looks really clean. It just, I don't know. It's just so much harder for me because I'm not sure. Like, I get them all wonky. and then they don't fit properly. And I'm like, no, I screwed it up. But I do like the way it looks. But yeah, I think I had gone to bed, Rook, so I missed the end of stream. That's why I had asked how it was going. Like I said, as soon as I ended stream, I did the dishes, and then I stuffed my face full of chips because I was freaking starving. I was like, okay, I really need to eat something. So I did the dishes. I cut the mushrooms for the noodles and everything. And then I was just lurking at everyone's channels. I had raided Morgana yesterday, and I left a lurk in her channel. And usually I play around with the fishing in her channel, and I didn't really get to, because once I'd finished stuffing my face full of chips and had the dishes done, it was time to make dinner. So we ended up making dinner, and then me and Mista watched Nightmare Before Christmas, and by the time that ended, everyone was like, I had B going at that time, Morgana had ended, and then Rook had come on, because I was like, I'm gonna miss everything. And I did. I missed everything because with me and Mista, I really try to make sure that I'm focused on spending our time together, especially when we're watching his shows. And you guys, I really forgot some of the story from Nightmare Before Christmas. And watching it last night, I realized, I was like, I had not seen this movie in so long, you know? And I forgot most of what happened in that movie. I mean, I knew that he wanted to be Santa Claus and wanted to go to Christmas Town, and that he had taken Santa. That was pretty much all I remember. And I remember Sally. Like, I love Sally. And I remember when Jack came to rescue Santa from Oogie Boogie or whatever. I liked it because Santa Claus is like, next time you have like an idea or whatever, talk to her first. She's the only sane one in here. I was like, oh. But yeah, Sally she was pretty good. I really had not watched that movie. I think I've only seen it like twice in my whole life. So watching it was definitely made me think, like, why have I only watched this twice? Hold on, I'm gonna put these back in here. Now they're not gonna fit in this thing. Sorry for the crinkle sound. Alright. All my stuff's... I think when I was done... She is a sweetie. I love her. Like I said, I've not watched it in so long, and so I'd made the suggestion to Mista, like, we should watch this on Halloween, and he agreed. So we watched it. Wait. I hate when I'm doing these and I get the wrong ones and I put them in the wrong spot, and I'm like, oops. Oh, the square ones just make me nervous. Like, I'm so scared that this is not gonna fit. It's a spot. This is definitely gonna take me a lot longer than the round ones, because I'm gonna be making sure that I don't screw this up. So when I was looking for crochet patterns for when we do the giveaway for the things that I'm going to crochet, I was looking for the lunar moths and butterflies, and the patterns that they have, I'm not liking the way they look. So if anyone finds like a pattern for lunar moths or butterflies that isn't too complicated, because, you know, I'm not the best with crochets yet. I know I've been doing it for a few years, but I'm still, I criticize my work harder than anyone else. Like, I will always criticize my work. I will find everything wrong with it. But if anyone does find a good pattern, please let me know and put it in the Discord, if you can, so that I can start collecting the yarns that I'll need, because I do want to do the giveaway early next year. We do have the one diamond painting, and then we will get I'll find another diamond painting. I haven't decided which one I want to do yet. And we will get the 2 crochets at least, because I want to have at least 4 items for it. And I can always do it the giveaway early next month, and then ship them and make them during streams. See, this has got a gap right here. I'm nervous. Like, I'm scared that this isn't gonna sit. Okay, it's got a little gap. I'm kind of concerned with this section right here. Maybe the beads are a little different sizes. Thank you. Hard work does pay off. I'm working hard on keeping these these drills freaking straight. I really need to get contact paper. I really wish I could find where other streamers have their contact paper and it's not just white. I don't want just white or clear contact paper. I want something more with a design on it, because I think that would help me a lot. But I don't know where to go. Like, I looked at Amazon, and you guys seen the link for that, and they were all like clear or white. But I'm worried that I won't, if they're clear, to be like this, and I might not realize that it's on the artwork itself. Guys, look how pretty it is. Look, I'll take this off. Look, hold on. I really need to wash my my tray. Another drink. You take a drink too. I hope you have hot chocolate or something with your sore throat. You need a drink as well. I need to figure out the doubles on that too. Mika, you know what I forgot to do? Hold on. Where is... I forgot to do the command thing. Mika and Dari told me yesterday, and I seriously forgot. Is it the... Say, look, hydrate. Is it the sub command, or is it the... I'm trying to think. I just lost my brain. The raid command. Is it the... Okay, what is my username? Shit. I know my username. Mystical Owls. Mystical Owls. Oh, it's spelled wrong, isn't it? Alright. Underscore... Oh. Okay, I think I got that one. Okay, Mystical Owls coming in hot. I would need a better... Anyone want to help me make a better raid command for... I know I'm not working on this. I know I'm supposed to be working on this. But anyone have any ideas to add or make the raid command better? Because, like, for the follower command, it says Mystical Owls coming in hot. Anyone want me to, like, make it better? Dari is good at this. Thank you for the sticker. Yes, it's turkey time. It is turkey season. I am ready. But I want to make it cuter, I guess you could say. And usually Dari's really good at this stuff. That's why Dari has written the channel things for Discord. Good at what? I need a better raid command, or a raid message. So, like, we have Mystical Owls coming in hot. How can we make it better? I need your brain power. I mean, please. But yeah, Dari made all the channel names for my Discord. And I freaking love them. And if you're in Dari's Discord, you'll see how amazing her raid channel or her channel names are for her Discord. Freaking lovely. Like, just lovely. Yeah, Dari, did you take a drink? My hands are freezing, guys. I might have to turn the little heater on. We got about 45 minutes left. So hopefully we can knock out the rest of these. But Mystical Owl's hooting at you. Oof. Owl's hooting in, but sorry, we got the wrong hoot. This isn't. That might work for a sub. For the followers, Mystical Owl's hooting at you. Also, random question: why is your stream avatar a beaver? Whose stream avatar is a beaver? Who's the beaver? Am I a beaver? No, I'm Luffy, right? Okay, so we'll do Mystical Owl's hooting at you for the follower one. I'm going to save that. Now we're going to go to the sub. Where is it? I should put my glasses on so I can see. But, all right, where did that message go? Owl's hooting in. Copy. Guys, we're going to raid Morgana again. And Owl's hooting in, but sorry, I got the wrong hoot. This ain't Hooters. Mystical Owls are hooting in with a raid. Okay. So we're going to leave the sub one. Looks like a beaver in a suit. Oh, it's Luffy from One Piece. So, Mystical Owls hooting in, but sorry, got the wrong hoot. This ain't Hooters. Alright, that's that one. Freaking fingers are cold. I know what I'm doing. Mystical Owls are hooting in with the raid. Hooting. Alright, we're gonna add. Raid. Alright. Freaking cold. Alright. I think. Oh, you know what? I didn't check the name. The whole reason I did this was to check the name. Yeah, I got that. Who let the owls out? Mystical Owls are hooting with a. Oh, do I have my emotes? Does anyone know from yesterday if my sorry, I'm lurking in another cat lady stream. Creator dashboard. I forgot to check of the. Okay, Mystical Owl raid. Do we have that one? Yeah, that one's up. Mystical Owl howdy. Got that one. Lovely. Okay, got that one. Okay, that one's good. This one is just Earth Day and Tomb Raid because it's for non-subscribers. All right, there we go. Who let the owls out? Oh my goodness, see? This is... Oh, what did I push? I pushed a button. I hope I didn't screw that up. Okay, sorry. I hit a button when I went to go move the keyboard. Ah, alright. I know what I'm doing, I swear. Alright. 22. Yeah, I have the emote. The owl with the coffee was the one that Cranian had made. So I always keep that one. It was one of my first emotes that I actually ever had. So I was like, okay. hands are cold. All right. Make sure I don't put these on the wrong one. Remind me today, after stream, to clean my tray. I was supposed to do it yesterday and I never did. So, today, I have to do that, along with the other things we want to do. My husband sneezed. Bless you, mister. I know he can't hear me, but bless you, mister. I heard it all the way in here. B said they're going to try stream, but might be Eddie takeover. Okay. I mean, do you know what time, possibly? I mean, if it's this evening, that would be really great. The musical owls are hooting in with... Very nice. I like it. Because if she does this evening, that would be really good, so I can get all this housework and everything done. The housework and, of course, eat. I haven't eaten again today, you guys. Don't be mad at me. I know I'm supposed to, but I woke up and decided, oh, I need to get stream started. Got coffee and came straight for stream. Fed the dogs. I did feed the dogs. I didn't feed myself, but I fed the dogs. I'm trying to decide what this is supposed to be right here. Like, I know this is the fire. These are the gnomes, trees, but what is this? Maybe it's candy or something? Because this kind of looks like a piece of candy. This looks like a piece of candy. This might be like a gumdrop or something. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but it kind of makes me think it's a piece of candy. Alright. Freaking fingers are cold. So I like the baggies except for when they don't want to close. Stop it. Stay. Now I see what that little thing was for, because this is keeping trying to come up. So when I put it... Usually I just set this on top of everything so it doesn't move. Maybe I should actually use some of the things that come with it. Alright, we're going to do... There's like one Z right here, and I don't want to work up there yet. Let's do this one little bitty Z that's sitting here, looking all pitiful down in this bottom section. Make sure it's just this one. No, there's one there. See, if I was smart and I actually did the contact paper in sections, I wouldn't be struggling with these little sections that I don't do. freaking hands are cold. Alright. Double check this little section down here. I mean, there's a couple right there. Got it. Okay. Alright. We're gonna hit the ones. I know there's a lot of ones right here, but we got a few over here and right here. Or do we want to do L? No, let's do one. Dun, dun, dun. Alright. Get up there. All my little keychains are going all over the place. Upside down. So oh, look how cute this is. I love the way this looks. Just so shaming for 3. So 2 our time. Okay. So that'll give me an hour to eat. Ow. Hit my freaking elbow. Give me an hour to eat, start the bedding, and there's something else I was supposed to do. Brain just said screw you. Yeah, that'll give me an hour. And my tablet is charged and my other phone is charged for everything. You're special, special, sexual. I got a book. Making hot chocolate. Good. Good, good, good. Make sure you get some more cough drops if you don't have any next to you. There you go. Okay. Just checking to see if my daughter had left me any messages. Also, that's the other thing. Remind me to call the kids back. I gotta call Cody and Joe now. So. So I will do that. Why does it look like it's not? I'm having a struggle over here. I mean, not a super struggle, but I'm having a struggle. I gotta look at getting some eggnog next week too. Eggnog. I'm gonna start buying the pies for Christmas because I'm not, or not Christmas, for Thanksgiving because I'm not gonna make pies. But I gotta make sure I have all the stuff because I do want to make the rolls this year. I don't want to buy pre-made. I know it's just us without Mista's boys. I'm pretty sure. So I don't want to do too much, but I'm gonna start getting the things I need for those. I know I have to get at least a pecan pie, an apple pie, a pumpkin pie. I want a French silk pie. Freaking love those things. I know, all the stuff I'm not supposed to eat, but I'm still gonna get them. And then, the stuff to make the rolls. Okay, I shouldn't talk about food because I'm kind of hungry. Ooh, I should see if I have salsa in there and do chips and dip for lunch today. Okay, those are 8s. Not not little A's. I'm really thinking this is like a piece of candy or a gumdrop or something. Fucking fingers are freezing. I'm not sure why. Okay. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Trying to make sure my hoodie sleeve doesn't get on any of the sticky part, because then I'll just fuck it up. Did you get your hot chocolate, Dari? I hope you did. And I hope you get some more cough drops. Make sure you take those. Oops. I'm gonna freaking have to put my hands in my pockets, call my son and put it on speakerphone, be like, I'm not taking my hands out of my pockets. Scent pick of drops and hot chocolate. Okay. Did you put the hot chocolate in that cup with the skeleton? That's that cup. Oh my god. Freaking cute. I think I just got my sleeve on this section right there. This is why I always do the outside section, is so when I'm working and I'm going across the painting, I'm not putting my hand or my arm or anything on the actual picture itself. Just because I don't want to screw it up. You're plotting to change my Discord avatar? Wait, that's my mom's. I love giving it a whipped cream towel. I know, it's so cute. You want to change my Discord avatar? You don't like the cute little owl? I'm so scared this is gonna be too far over. Come on. Get in line. What did you guys do? I really feel like some of the drills are a lot bigger. Their eyes closed. I'm still thinking about Whataburger. I haven't stopped thinking about Whataburger for a minute. Like it's been on my mind. I want that avocado burger so bad. Oh, Dari, the other thing I was gonna say is we also need to finish the that one K-drama. Well, we got two. We got the Jekyll and Hyde one, and then we got the Shooting Star or whatever, Love from a Star. We got that one as well. So that takes my K-drama count up from watching 1, 2, 3 to like 5 now. Oh wait, did I get them all? Did I get them all? Yes. Like we got a lot of let's finish. I still really like Killer. Like I think about that one and how good it was, cuz that one, it was really good. Oops. Sorry. Scared myself. All right, let's see. I'm going to head up a few of these little L's. There's not a lot of these. And then we'll do ends and finish out the ends. We'll have about 25 minutes to complete this section right here. I'm not going to finish if I have to keep drinking water. Or not water, coffee. Bad news is my coffee's getting a little cold. Ugh, I'm skipping this song. Better chug it quick? Yeah, I probably should, but I want to go down here to, where is it? This. Chug it quick and I'll have to pee. Oh, that is crooked as shit. Y'all. And my nose is still running. Shit. Seriously. It's all because of Dari that I found this group. Because this is FT Island, or however you say their name. And their songs kind of make me think of anime a little bit. So, and I'm a big anime person. I mean, I kind of have a obsession with anime. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 anime tattoos. So, yeah. I mean, it's just a little bit of an obsession. Oh my god, I seriously gotta pee now. You might have to take a second so I can pee. And then we'll finish with this. Wait, we got 9, 6, capital F. We'll do the ends, and I can clean up after stream. But first I'm gonna go pee. Everyone, quick BRB. Because Dari's had me drink so much coffee. You guys know when you wash your hands and the water's cold and your hands are already cold, it just makes it freaking worse. Like, oh, 23. Oh, these are the glittery ones. That means they're going to be a pain in the ass. All right, we can do this. Oh, I also got to change some other things on the stream sometime this week before Friday. Oh, that's crooked as shit. I hate when they're crooked like that. It just bugs the crap out of me. Come on. I hate when the wax gets on the little bead thing. And it's just like this little tiny bit. And it doesn't affect the painting at all, but I don't like the way that it sticks to it. It drives me insane. FT Island, yes. I like their music. I find it just relaxing. And like I said, it does remind me a couple other songs do remind me of the anime. So oh, freaking cold. Oops. Get off there. I went from one side to the other side. Like I started over here, and then I ended up going over this way. Instead of starting on this side and going over. It's okay. It's fine. Hold on.
Enchanting to meet you.
Oh my god, hey Jed, how are you? How are you doing? Is Morgana streaming today? I don't know if it's market day. I can't remember. But the sounds aren't coming through. Of course, it's sounds. They like to break for me. Who's Morgana? You know who Morgana is. Where is that emote? Where is it? I have. Wow, Jed. Yeah, wow, Jed. Hold on. I got something for you. There. That's Jed. Making me come out of lurk. How are you, Morgana? Can we get a shout out for Morgana, please? How are you, lovely? Are you streaming today? I can't remember if it's market day, and I need to fix sounds again. Of course I need to fix sounds. They're always broken. I'm good. You are streaming today. I'm okay. I'm cold, but I'm good. Just working more on this little guy. Trying to get it a little bit completed. I swore I was following you. It's okay. Dari may have fallen asleep. She is not feeling well today. He lies. I mean, it is Jed, so it is kind of how it goes. Ooh, I smell bread. None of my shit is working now, so I guess I just broke it. More things to fix. What are you going to be working on today? Are you going to be playing anything, or are you going to be working on arts and crafts? Freaking hands are freezing. Did not. For the record, Morgana kidnapped penguins in Subnautica yesterday. I was lurking. After I raided, I went and I did the dishes, and I stuffed my face full of chips, and then I was helping my husband with dinner. And then when my husband and I have dinner, we sit down and spend an hour or so together watching stuff and eating dinner and everything like that. So by the time we had finished, Morgana had ended stream because it was 7 for me at that time. And I was like, damn it. So I didn't get to do any fishing. So I have to do a lot of fishing today in stream. But I have my phone charged. It's ready to go. I'm ready. I think I'm going to be playing more Subnautica. I can't decide on a craft. I get that. I have a lot of crafts I'm going to be working on. And it's taken me a minute to get back into crafting. Finishing it. Fishing is already up and running. Yes! I'm so mad. When I had my name before I changed it to Mystical, I had like 50,000 coins or whatever. And then when I changed it, it took me down to 0. I'm like, damn it. So I have a long way to go to get back up there. But it doesn't help that I'm also doing other things, taking care of housework and stuff like that. Your office is horrible. Your office isn't horrible. Isn't it the same? It is. It is the same account, but because I changed my name, it took all those points away from fishing. I'll show you when you get in there. I will redeem the fishing, and you'll see. You'll be like, oh. So, but even though it's the same account, I did not change my Twitch account. I only yeeted the Discord and started that fresh. But Twitch, yeah, it was like, nope, different name, nothing for you. It's fine. I'll get them back. It's just gonna take me a while. And just like I said, I didn't get to do any yesterday because I was starving. Like, I didn't eat yesterday until 4. Your office is unorganized and a disaster. It doesn't look that bad when you're streaming. I think it looks fine. As long as you know where everything is, I think that is fine. Because some people, like, they can have unorganized chaos and can't find crap. And other people can have unorganized chaos and know exactly where they're going. You know exactly what they're looking for. Thank you. At least that one works. Not sure why that was not working earlier. Fingers are freezing. That's because I set my camera up so that you don't see it all as well. But I know where everything is. I always forget where I put stuff. Oh. Yeah, mine, I know where all my stuff is. Except for, earlier I was looking for the box that this pin came in because I was looking for this piece. And I forgot that I threw the box away but kept the little bag. And so the little bag I put up here in my little Lowe's bucket was right in front of me this whole time. So I paused stream and went looking for this little bag just to find out, oh, it's right there in front of me the whole freaking time. Like, well. But what's funny is I knew where it was before and I was looking for it in that spot, only to realize, oh, it's not in that spot. It's actually somewhere else. It's probably why I don't move shit. It took me 30 minutes to find where I put my moss for the diorama I made. Oh, did you ever finish the Weasley house that you were working on? I can't remember. I know I was in stream when you were working on it before. but I don't remember. And I don't know if I've seen anything on it on Instagram, but I haven't really been on Instagram that much. Kind of hid away from that for a while for some reason. But I'm really excited to see that little house. I keep smelling, it smells like bread. It smells like somebody's baking bread. No, the plan was to cover it in clay, and well, it's too big to fit in the oven, so I'm not sure what to do with it now. Shit. And you don't have a way to make it, like, to find a bigger oven to borrow to bake it? Be like, shit, all that work. I would probably lose my mind. Be like, I did all this work, all this time spent on this, only to find out that it doesn't fit in the oven. Didn't you redo it before? Because I know you had started it, and it was too big for the oven, and I thought you had started over and made it smaller. I was just set it off to the side for now until I can decide. That's fair. Yeah, Morgana does a lot of arts and crafts in stream, and she also plays games sometimes. And Jed, thanks, Dari. And she also has Jed doing like gaming in the corner. So he'll be playing games and she'll be working on something, or they'll game together. So it's always a fun time. Trust me. Dari, I hope you took a drink as well. I was going to, but I ended up just making the little house that I did for this latest diorama. Oh. But yeah. And I raid your channel. I'm going to raid your channel today. That's why I was making sure you were streaming. Because I don't have anyone else that is available. And plus I'm going to be in there anyways. And I would feel bad for raiding into someone's channel and not sticking around. Because I know at 1 o'clock my time, you will be live. And it's just easier for me to go straight there, because that's where I end up anyways. It's like my home for the weekends, except for every other Saturday. Oh! I almost didn't get that one in that spot. I'm telling you, that's where I end up. Like, even if I'm not talking much, I'm there. Like, I have a set schedule. It's funny. So, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday is Morgana, except for every other Saturday.
While at mystical_owls, there's a lot of hydrating on stream. Guzzle up
I
now.
don't want to guzzle. It'll make me pee again. Every other Saturday, Morgana's doing the market now. And so then, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I have Caffeinated Viking. And then, like, Rook, they stream in the evenings at night. It's Mondays and Fridays that I know of. They just came back from vacation. So I'm always lurking, even if I don't talk. That's my schedule. It's like, okay, this is where I am. You can't find me. This is where I am. And then whenever B streams, I'll end up in her stream as well, even if I lurk. Because in the evenings, it's much harder for me to be active because I'm spending time with my husband or making dinner or doing other things. But usually during the day, I'm just working on housework or arts and crafts or watching a K-drama. What song is this? Bite Me. I knew it. I knew this song. But yeah, so, and then Sunday nights during football is Yugi. And depending on the teams that are playing is how hard I lurk. Like last week I actually played, and I played Jackbox with them for a little bit. but usually I'm in there and I'm usually listening because he plays Jackbox and we get pretty nuts in there with some of the things that we say in the games. Like, I wait for whoever's gonna drop the first panic dildo in the game. Or when someone says that dibs on the 3D prints. Aw, I love it. Chat be wild. Yeah, Yugi's chat is crazy. And he does the Cards Against Humanity thing on there, and that shit cracks me up. And I know in Morgana's streams, we constantly just blame Jed, even if it's not Jed's fault. It's always Jed's fault. Let's just put it that way. It's always Jed's fault. That's why she has the emote blame Jed. Because it's always his fault. I do not want to do freaking laundry or do the bedding today, but I have to. I said I was going to. I'm going to do it. It's always Jed's fault. Exactly. See? Always, always, always. We like to pick on Jed also because when people come in, Jed doesn't say hi. Okay? And we know he's there. He tries to blame others, but it just doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah. The rigged. That's Yugi right there because he rigs the games. Yeah, it was funny because the one time that you had streamed one night, Morgana, I remember nobody heard Jed, and we didn't even realize it, that he was muted or whatever. I was like, But Jed is always there, and he doesn't say hi. And it is definitely pointed out. Shit, that one's crooked. Some say chat needs to be wild. Wait, no, that's not. No, we were talking about Yugi's. Dari. Jed, it's just how it is. I mean, we're not wrong. We are very right when we say you do not say hi. I think it was Enchanted Luna that pointed it out the first time that I noticed it. No leggings. No leggings. I swear I'm allergic to those damn things. I think it's the material. I learned my lesson. I only wear them once in a while. Mostly with this particular shirt that I have. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm freaking allergic. Morgana should be live. Is Morgana not live? Hold on. Because it is 1 o'clock. Add, okay. Morgana is not live yet. I'm waiting. I told you, I know exactly where I'm going today. Exactly where I went yesterday. Sorry, did you drink some hot chocolate? We're showing ads. Hold on. 18 seconds. I'm working on it, just being slow on getting his game live on Discord. Okay. No, I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing PT pants. Okay, I was waiting. I was looking. I was like, it's 1 o'clock. It's my end time, so I can go do my chores and get some food. Chips and dip. See? Look. This is why it's blame Jed. It is truly his fault this time. See? He can't say anything. It is 1:03. Toilet paper pants, toilet paper pants. No! PT pants. They're from the army. When I was... Never mind. I'll show you later. They're just black PT pants. But yeah, it is definitely... Blame Jed. freaking hands are freezing. Listen, I'm trying not to drown in Subnautica. Why are you not, like, got the game up and going in Discord and ready? If you're trying not to drown, that means you're in the game, right? I think my son played that game. Fingers are frozen. Fingers are frozen. It looks so cute. I read trying to drown. I was going to say lurk under boulder. Lay under boulder. All right. While we're waiting for Morgana, we'll close this up. Listen, it's to a point now where if I don't do things for everyone to blame me, for people to think something's wrong. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There we go. All right. So we pretty much got this lower section almost is complete. Oh wait, you're not. We do have a few here and there that I'll need to work on before next week. I might work on this off stream. I might work on the other ones that I'm working on that, you know, I got placed on the back burner because they pissed me off. But same, if I don't cause chaos, they like, Daria, you okay? That's exactly right. If Daria is not causing some kind of chaos or making you hydrate every few minutes, you should be concerned. Like, in all honesty, she is my chaos person, and without her, I don't think that I would enjoy streaming. Oh, hold on. No, wait. Yes, I still got first. All right, Morgana is live. So now we can do the raid over to Morgana. Where is my raid messages? Dari, can you pop up the raid messages? Dari got fish. No catching fish without me. Hold on, wait, I'm not there yet. And Dari got third. Chaos coordinator, exactly. Do we have... Where's my raids? Where is my mouse? I can't find anything. I'm gonna go get some food. We're gonna raid over to Morgana because this is exactly where I'm gonna end up anyways. Like I said, this is where I go. If you can't find me, just look in Morgana's stream if she's streaming. Alright, copy message. Alright, let me go over here. Alright, everybody, thank you for coming in and hanging out. I was trying to take first. Of course you were. Everyone, thank you for coming in, hanging out, chilling. I know it was a shorter stream today, but it was a much needed shorter stream. Alright, raid is started. Everyone copy your raid messages. I'm gonna go warm up my hands because they're freezing. Yeah, I'm really cold, and I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna start the laundry, and fish in Morgana's stream because,